And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. Oh, you pull in the parking lot. Oh, it starts smelling good. The quest for perfect barbecue. We're at Phil's Dream Pit. Oh, yeah. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, our great pregame sponsor of Cyclone football and Cyclone sports. And we'll be Friday on the road at Granger. We will to take on the Grizzlies. Good morning. We're here today to bring it to you from Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, right off the interstate. Can't miss it. And we're here and want you to come see us. If you haven't had lunch plans, good place to come get it. I can tell you that. 349-6437 is the number to call. And again, we've got an event coming up. Kayla just said this catered a golf tournament yesterday. They've done a wedding reception. They've been busy over the last 30 days. Of course, you got the food truck out there now, too. We'll talk about that. Let Michaela talk about the food truck. That the Phil's Dream Pit can come to your place with the food truck. So we're here. Thanks for being with us. Show number 2370. How about that? It doesn't mean anything to you, but Michelle's back. Hello, lady. How are you? Look at that smile. Look at you. There you go. Grinning like a fox in the hen house. She's been off for a while. She's back. So let's look at the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly, we do that, of course. Out of the Old Testament, 1 Samuel 12:24. This is awesome. But be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he has done for you. And he's done great things for all of us. The fact I'm sitting here and got here from going down the road in the car, so many things can go wrong. So consider the great things he has done for you. And he's done great things for all of us, and none of us deserve anything he's done for us. So there you go. It's a big day in Major League Baseball. Opening day of the playoffs. Mr. Baseball will be here at the top of the hour. And we're going to talk about it a little bit, but let him talk about it a lot when he gets here because it is going to be a busy, busy day. 4 games to get to start the best of 3 out of all 3 series. You've got, well, you start with Detroit and Cleveland. Then you have the Padres and the Cubs at Wrigley. Then you have the Yankees and the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium. Then you wrap things up with the Dodgers and the Reds at Dodger Stadium. 4 great ones today to get it going the best of 3. So a lot of folks have been asking me who I think. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. And that's why I'm sitting in East Tennessee. I'm not somewhere making big predictions, getting paid big bucks to be making predictions. But I swear I like the San Diego Padres. I like that front line pitching. So Dylan Cease and Yu Darvish and Nick Pivetta. It's a pretty good threesome to get it started. Giolito will not be going for the Red Sox. It's a big shot negatively for Boston. Managerial changes. Bruce Bochy not going back to the Rangers. Rocco Baldelli gone with the Minnesota Twins. Bob Melvin gone with the Giants. Brian Snitgrub in the air down in Atlanta. Carlos Mendoza back with the Mets, but I think they're going to redo his coaching staff, is what I've been reading. So managerial changes happening. But Bruce Bochy's a biggie. Now, if he still wants to manage, there's enough out there. There's plenty of several positions or teams that have interim skippers, too. So if Bochy wants to stay at it, he's in his 70s, wants to keep going, then there'll be no problem getting another job if he wants to continue to manage. But anyway, we'll let him tell you all about that. We've got college football. We got the NFL last night. Whew, lousy. Hope you didn't watch any of that because that was a yawner. The Broncos blowing out the Bengals in that second game and Miami beating the Jets in the first game. Neither of which was real good entertainment. At least I didn't think so. National anthem, here we go. Let's get it cranked up. And let's get it cranked up with the national anthem. Who's going to do it today? Let's see who we've not had on for a while. Who we not let sing for a while on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Oh, loved her. Loved her when she did it live. Love her when she's going to do it again right now. From the Battle of Bristol, here's Jennifer Nettles from Bristol Motor Speedway back in the day when the Volunteers played the Hokies. That big college football game. Here's Jennifer Nettles on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Hello, Dia Smith. Thanks for watching. We are live here again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Let's take a look at Monday Night Football. It was not much to get excited about, but it was Monday Night Football. It's how you look at it. It's how you roll with it. Dolphins, again, first win of the season, 27-21 over the winless New York Jets. So that's about all I'm going to say about that. Tyreek Hill, a very gruesome injury, and so he's out, I would think, for the season. So the second game, Bo Nix and the Broncos, 28-3 over the Bengals last night. Jake Browning, 14 out of 25, 125 yards for the Bengals in a losing effort. So Nix, 29 out of 42, 326 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Bo Nix, a lot of folks talking about a sophomore slump. Apparently, after last night, he doesn't have one, or didn't, at least last night. So the Broncos, all over the Bengals, without Joe Burrow, they're just not the same team, and so they're going to struggle. Of course, Burrow's out with turf toe, and will be out with turf toe for a while, and he's going to miss multiple months. So let's look at the NFL schedule for this week now. Now that the Monday Night Football is over, new week coming in, and here we go. You've got San Francisco, great matchup on Thursday night. San Francisco, the 49ers, and the Rams in L.A., both 3-1. That's coming up in 2 nights. Now, Sunday coming up, the Minnesota and Cleveland playing coming up this coming Sunday morning. Again, another international football game for the Browns and the Vikings. Back stateside, Dallas and the Jets in New York. 0-4 and 1-2-1. Cowboys 1-2-1. The Jets 0-4. Denver will be at Philadelphia. Broncos and the Eagles could be a decent game. This one probably won't be. Houston and Baltimore. Jackson with a hamstring pull for the Ravens. Houston and Baltimore 1-3 playing in Baltimore. The Raiders. My boys will be in Indianapolis. They're swimming upstream. They're 1-3. Colts are 3-1. That'll be in Indy. Other early games on Sunday, the Dolphins will be in Carolina. Coming off the win, will be going into Bank of America Stadium to battle the Panthers and a 1 o'clock kickoff. The Giants and the Saints, 1-3 Giants and 0-4 Saints. Won't be watching that one. Could be watching this one. Tampa Bay 3-1 at Seattle 3-1. That's a good early matchup in the season. The Titans 0-4 will be at Arizona 2-2. Detroit 3-1 against the Bengals in Cincinnati. Also on Sunday, you got Washington will be in L.A. to battle the Chargers. Chargers 3-1. The Commanders at 2-2. Then Sunday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills at home in Highmark Stadium hosting at 4-0, hosting the New England Patriots at 2-2. And then Monday Night Football a week coming up. You've got Kansas City 2-2 at Jacksonville 3-1. That's your NFL schedule for this week. We're here live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Mr. Baseball joins us coming up top of the hour. We've got Michaela joining us at the bottom of the hour talking about all the great food you can get here. It's early. I know how early it is. It's way out there, but it's not way out there. We're speaking of Christmas for your hams and your turkeys. Of course, we've got Thanksgiving coming before that. So what's the countdown to Christmas Eve? You're at 85 days. So I guess I should put on there how many days till Thanksgiving. That way we can start counting it down for Phil's Dream Pit. How many days till Thanksgiving? 58 days till Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe. But anyway, I'm saying that because if you need smoked turkeys for the holidays, in 58 days is Thanksgiving. So it won't be too long. I think we'll probably really start pushing next month. But just to plant that seed to get your smoked turkey or ham. Typically, Thanksgiving's your smoked turkey. Your smoked turkey from right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Hickory smoked. You talking about good. Hickory smoked. They do it all right here. My man's back at the pitmaster, Brandon. And they get it done, and it is awesome. I've given it multiple times. Hello, Jimmy Stout. I've given it multiple times for gifts. And everybody, not one person's ever told me. I have people that would tell, my friends would tell me if they thought it wasn't any good. They're not going to sugarcoat it. No one has ever said, man, those Phil's Dream Pit hams and turkeys aren't any good. That just wasn't any good what you gave me. That's not the case. So just planting that seed. 349-6437. They have so many, they actually bring a refrigerated trailer out here and store them in until people come by and pick them up on the pickup day. That's how many they do. I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger every year. It's become a really big deal. And it's the only place I get my hams and turkeys is right here when it's smoked. But Brandon, again, awesome stuff here at Phil's Dream Pit. All right, we'll take a break. We'll take a look at some high school football coming up. We've got a football game on Friday rolling into Granger to battle the Grizzlies in a big matchup in our region. We're in first place. They're in first place, the Greenville Green Devils, so all that means nothing because we have a showdown coming up on October the 30th. But it does mean top four teams right now. Top two teams are Greenville and Elizabethton, which means we'll be at home if we stop today, and we're not. We've got more football to play. Hello, Lori. Hello to Gene. Thank you all for watching. So it's there he goes right there, the pitmaster, the man that does it, comes in every day and gets back in the smoker and smokes everything you get here at Phil's, from the brisket to the ribs to the turkey to the hot dogs. He does it all and does it well. All right, here's our owner, our buddy Brian Pipkin. Of course, they're the proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the pregame, postgame show. And here he is to tell you about what you can get from Phil's Dream Pit. Coming up next, take a look at high school football. And the owner, how can you feed the team, feed the gang, feed folks for football season? What are options for Phil's?
You know, the great thing, we're set up, Tom, for events large or small. When you want to take things and make things easy. We have our dream packs to go that give you your meat, give you your choice of 3 sides, your buns, your barbecue sauce. You just throw that on a plate and you're ready to go. So you can just set it out, set pans out for your friends to grab whatever they want. You're having a big party at your house for watch the Vols whip up on Syracuse or whoever it is they're playing this week, where we go in Tennessee, Alabama, whatever game it is. We've got you covered with those dream packs. And if you're going, you know what, I've got everybody bringing nachos and sides and all this little finger food, but I want something a little more substantial, you can get meat by the pound, and we can set that up for you where you just have the meat and everybody can bring a side and get you ready to go. So meat by the pound or dream packs to go, either one. Great way to feed a bunch of people on a budget.
349-60 or 423-349-6437 is the number to call. Website is
philsdreampit.com. Also be looking for our Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can follow where it's going to be set up at philsdreampit.com. We run that thing all over the Tri-Cities. We've got it in Elizabethton sometimes, Kingsport, Johnson City, over in Bristol occasionally. So wherever you are, follow the Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can get the barbecue on the go there without having to drive out to Eastern Star.
lots of options. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Give them a call. Let them take care of your next activity, next need, whatever it is, at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
I know what I want to be when I grow up.
I'm one of those people who just always knew what she wanted to be.
I probably want to be a doctor,
From a really young age, I always wanted to be a doctor.
but like a really good doctor.
I would even make my little brother pretend he was sick just so I could take care of him.
I think being healthy is important so people can have a happy life.
And when someone along the way said, girls don't become doctors, my teacher inspired me to follow my dreams.
Mr. Green says I can be whatever I want.
And now I'm a research scientist at a medical university. Thank you, Mr. Green, for just believing in me.
Thanks, Mr. Green.
You help make their dreams possible. We can do the same for you.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here again at Phil's Dream Pit. We've got him coming in, Mr. Baseball, in a little while. Opening day of the playoffs today, all 4 games, and we'll break them down for you and see what he thinks, see if we agree on who we may see will prevail in this opening round of the wild card, best of 3. They'll play today, tomorrow, and Thursday at the same location. So the home teams will be, for the entire 3-game set, the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Yankees, and the Guardians. All right, high school football Friday night. Who plays where? Johnson County, the Longhorns. Traveling out of state, they'll go across the state line to battle the Abington Falcons. Also on Friday night, Chucky Doak, the Black Knights, hosting Claiborne. Cloudland home to Cosby. Cobb County will be home to Sevier County, the number 1 team in the state. South Green travels to Cumberland Gap. Dobbins Minute to Jay Fred against Jeff County, who put a thumping on Science Hill. So I don't know if that was a fluke or it's a real deal. And I don't think it was a fluke. Elizabethton scrimmaged Jeff County in the preseason. We saw they're a pretty good football team. They're big football team. They typically are down in Dumpling Valley. So Jeff County will be at DB on Friday night. Greenville will host Cherokee. Happy Valley still undefeated. A Whammer Jammer football team hosting Hancock County. We'll be there Friday morning, by the way, for the Tour of Schools. Carter County Tour of Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Will be at Happy Valley High School. So I'm sure we'll see the halls buzzing with Happy Valley Warrior excitement, and it should be. North Green will be at Jellicoe on Friday night. Other games, Science Hill traveling to Morristown East. Westridge will play Thursday night at Morristown West. The Wolves will be on the road at Morristown West on Thursday. Volunteer, the Falcons travel to Northview Academy. Saw those guys last week. Keaton Phipps, this guy can play, number 7 for the Cougars, and he's a load. They're a better football team. I don't know what they did or didn't do right. I'm not a coach, but there's some talent on that team, and of course, the Cyclones got some talent. We beat them 34-7. Seymour will be at Sullivan East. Tennessee High will be at the Stone Castle hosting Crockett. Unaka will host the Hampton Bulldogs, and West Green will be home to Gatlinburg Pittman. That's your schedule for this Friday night. Again, our broadcast, 6:50 airtime. 7:30 kickoff from Granger, our longest trip of the season. We'll go down to the land of the Grizzlies in Rutledge, Tennessee, and see what we can do. Put on a showing. Rhett Schlegel, by the way, I think you know this by now. It's kind of out there, but he is out. Having surgery on Friday, so he's out. Will not be back this year, which is just so tough. It's next man up, but still, you take your top 2 quarterbacks. Quarterback 1, Schlegel, quarterback 2, Whitehead, you're both gone. Whitehead may be back for the first or second round of the playoffs, but Schlegel's not going to be back. And so you got to pick up the pieces and go on, which you will, because that's what you do. That's what you have to do. So, but anyway, Schlegel's out. The Grizzlies will be ready to go, and they want to growl a little bit. We'll see. We've never lost to Granger. We're 9-0 against the Grizzlies, which means nothing. So, but I guarantee you, when they get off that bus Friday night, Sean Witten and the Cyclones will be ready to go. Guarantee it. So, He's at 175, and Cyclones are 5-1, seventh in the state. The polls come out, see where we go, if we go up any at all or don't go. And so that's what's going on, and we are romping and stomping and ready to go Friday night. Tonight we've got volleyball. Milligan University volleyball against Bluefield. 6:20 airtime, 6:30 first serve on the Tom Daly Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. So we'll see Dunleavy Bay's very young Milligan volleyball team. They got, 3 seniors? 3 or 4 seniors, that's it. A young volleyball team. And so we'll have that for you tonight. Thursday will be at Burley Stadium in Greenville. T.A. Duggar, the undefeated Cyclones in the varsity game, taking on Greenville. Chance to run the table and win for the first time ever in Burley Stadium. So we'll see how that goes on Thursday. And then Friday night, as we said, will be at Granger for the Cyclones and the Granger Grizzlies. So we got a busy week, and, of course, next week is fall break. And that gives everybody a chance to kind of charge your batteries, I guess, recharge your batteries. So, anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live here on the road. We're at Phil's Dream Pit. Michaela's going to join us coming up next. See what's going on in the land of Phil's Dream Pit. Right after this timeout from Brian Pipkin talking about the Dream Packs from right here at Phil's Dream Pit, our great sponsor of Cyclone Football. Pre-game, post-game show. The great folks at Phil's Dream Pit.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. And we start them off at 4. Dream Pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open.
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media?
Social media on Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
Talk
That's our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church here in Elizabethton, and we wanted to let you know about a couple of special events we have at the church in our fall season. And of course, fall is my favorite time of the year. I love the mountains and the color and the leaves. But we want to invite you to our annual homecoming. That's Sunday morning, October the 12th, and that is a Sunday school hour at 10 o'clock. We'll have combined Sunday school and a special group singing. That's the Andrew Johnson family from out in Texas, and they'll be with us also in the 11 o'clock hour and a Bible message. Then following special Sunday school hour and then that morning service, we have dinner on the grounds, and that's always a wonderful time. And then the following Saturday, October the 18th, is our annual fall festival, and that's from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And so we want to give you a personal invitation for you and your family, and we'd love to have you to either one of these days or any other day, and we'd love to see you soon.
Look who showed up, my little buddy Michaela. Good morning, Sunshine. How are you?
Good. How
Good.
are you, Tom?
Oh, good. Love talking to Michaela. She's so cool. She's cool McCool. So it has been hopping. So for folks who don't know, we have a food truck, a Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You're booking for the holidays. Every week you put out on the list where you are. I mean, on the list, but on Facebook where you are for the week. So what does it entail just to call you up and just kind of see if you're available? How does that work if I want to bring you a food truck?
Yeah, if you go to our actual website, it'll tell you, I think, 2 months out how far out we're booked. But yeah,
Okay.
you can just give me a call and I'll get your information over to Jerry. And we'll get you on the books.
Yep. So if you got a fall festival, some kind of a Christmas bazaar, I don't know what your event is coming up, but if you need a food truck, Phil's come. So when you get there, what do you? I know you don't have the full menu on the truck, but what do you sell?
It's actually, well, pulled pork nachos and then the tacos. He does baked beans, coleslaw, potato salad, and mac and cheese now. He has a hot dog. He can make you a, normal old pork sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Well, I can tell you firsthand, in fact, when I get off there, I'll get some. Their macaroni and cheese, I don't know what they do. They put a lot of cheese on it. It is really, really, really good.
Very cheesy.
Oh, love it. Love the mac and cheese. And so that's one of the things. Anyway, go to the website, pillsdreampit.com, check out the food truck availability and say, okay, on this date in November, December, whatever, and if you're booking for next year, next summer, whatever, go there and check it out and see if they can bring the food truck to your event. And it's just that simple. Or you can give her a call, 423. You got to put that area code in because we got a new area code, 423-349-6437. So it's football season. Now, since we were here last month, you do a lot of catering. You were telling me a while ago you did a golf tournament. Is that right?
We did a golf tournament yesterday, and I know we're closed on Mondays, but I did a husband's surprise 40th birthday. I did a high school reunion for some Kingsport school.
How many?
There was probably about, in total, 50 to 60 people showed up there.
Yeah. You did a golf tournament yesterday. You did the husband's surprise party. You did a class reunion. So
And weddings all the time.
oh, really?
All the time.
Wedding receptions or weddings?
Yeah.
So
And then sometimes, what's the day before? You do that thing the day before?
rehearsal dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you say do weddings, do you come staff it? Do you just take the food to them? Do you serve it? How does that work?
I can do any of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
different pricing. I would either bring it out, put it on the tables for you. I would set it up how we would, or I can stay and serve you guys. I'll make the sandwiches. I'll have a team put the sides on your plate, and you're good to go.
Yep. However you want to do it. So you can go as little as just bring the food and drop it off. You can do as little as just bring the meat. You just buy the meat by the pound. We'll serve it. We'll take care of it. Or so you can staff it, drop it off, or bring it, set it up, serve it, clean it up, and go. Whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a turnkey. It's all what you want. And so
We need a slogan.
it's what?
I said we need a slogan.
It's all what you want.
Yeah.
There you go. It really is all what you want. Again, the phone number is 423-349-6437. Quite not cold. It's not quite, it's bad English. Not quite cold enough yet to get the brisket chili,
Yeah, I'm hoping
but it's coming.
the next month it'll be here.
You talking about good. Tell them about the brisket chili. It's awesome.
It is. I don't know why. I like it better the next day, too. Of course, it's good, fresh, but I like it when it thickens up the next day. Put some sour cream, cheese.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and the
yes.
cornbread, the Mexican-style cornbread.
Mexican-style cornbread. I don't know if I've had that. So,
It's a little spicy.
got a little kick to it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So, it's all right here, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Easy in, easy out. Again, open Tuesday through Saturday, closed on Sundays and Mondays, and give them a couple of days off. So, Lisa says, hey, Michaela, finally got some of the good garlic salt. Lisa Baker. You know
Oh,
Baker?
Yes.
The one,
yes.
the only? I finally got some of the good
Quarter
garlic
pound of
salt.
pork, 2 pieces of toast, and some garlic salt.
That's it. By the way, they are feeding, see, is it Thursday night? Yep, Thursday night. One of the football players at Elizabethton's senior night, they feed the team, and so they're using, understandably so, Phil's Dream Pit. Oh, yeah, over
I
in
didn't
Elizabeth.
even know that one.
Oh, yeah. Brian's taking care of that one. So
We're also doing Science Hills JROTC something. Bunch of schools come in.
all that big competition.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Folks, the word's out. It's been out. They've been open here
16, 15,
16.
something
I've been
like
here
that.
every year, 16, 15, 16 years since I've been coming. So when
That's crazy.
Phil got it going, he and Diana, and now it's turned it over to Brian and Michaela and the crew. So, yeah, 15, 16 years. So the word's been out, getting out. You guys went to the competition. What'd you win this year? Y'all did the racks
best-
for the tracks?
Best barbecue and best ribs.
They do it every time. In fact, they've run out of places to put the plaques on the wall.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
That's up there.
That's 7. They used to have the whole wall, and they just took them all down and repainted the place. They put some more back up. But they've won so many, they don't have room for the awards. So this summer, you went to Rax for the Tracks in Kingsport and won Best Barbecue and Best
Ribs.
Ribs. So.
And we were nominated on the catering list, too.
There you go. So she heads up the catering, by the way. 349-6437. So got a whole menu here. You can go to the website and check it out. But as I said, I checked it during the break. We're 58 days away from Thanksgiving. I'll do all these number countdowns, but that gives you an idea. If you haven't, I'm telling you, if you haven't had the smoked hickory smoked ham or hickory smoked turkey for the holidays, you ain't lived.
It is wonderful.
It
now,
is
you can
good.
get turkey year round, but
Yep.
the ham, we make the brine and everything in-house.
Yep. See, yeah, you're right. You get the smoked turkey year round. In fact, I'll get smoked turkey. I get off there. I always do.
Yep.
Some smoked turkey, hash brown casserole, mac and cheese. You chase it with some Diet Dew. Make a bulldog break his chain. That's good stuff. So anyway, that's what's here. The catering opportunities. Here's something else too. You guys sell. I think you still got them up, a little barbecue sauce. The bottles. You sell that too, right?
Yeah, sweet and sweet fire already bottled, but I can sell you anything in a pint cup.
Yeah. She's such a redneck. I love her. And the other thing, too, is you got gift cards. So if you don't know what to get anybody, come get them a gift card in Phil's Dream Pit. Let them come back and get what they want when they want.
Yeah.
So that's another good way to do it. They're open 6 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, closed on Sundays and Mondays. And so Baker says she can quote you my order, too. That's how much I love Phil's Dream Pit. Yep. Lisa Baker's a dandy. So she's a piece of work. I know that. So, but anyway, she's a big fan of here. And so, yeah, one of the senior football players, they do it each week. So this week, the senior player has chosen to feed the football seniors with Phil's Dream Pit barbecue.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. So, and you guys physically go everywhere. So where was the golf tournament at yesterday?
The
Johnson City?
golf, yeah. The one.
Country Club?
Yes.
Johnson City
yes,
Country Club.
Yes.
Where was the wedding reception at? I'm going to give them an idea. Geographically, you guys can go everywhere.
That one was in Gray, the side porch in Gray.
Okay.
I've been all the way to something in Limestone. I can't think of what it's called. But
Limestone? All right, been down Limestone. So you probably draw a circle about 20-mile radius of where we are. You can go.
I mean, if you're going to pay for it, we'll bring it to you.
Amen. Wherever you are. Yeah. Road trip. If you'll pay for it, they'll bring it to you. It's real simple. Phil's Dream Pit. All right, in closing, you've been here how many years?
In my 6th.
What's the coolest part of the job for Michaela coming here every day?
My customers. Interacting with the people. I love it.
There you go. And she does it very, very well. So we don't need Brian to come be on this show. We got Michaela. So he'll be here in a little while, but we got Miss Michaela rocking the house.
Thanks, Tom.
Way to go, lady. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at the top 25 college football. Mr. Baseball's coming at the top of the hour, and also Brendan Sweeney from Milligan University is scheduled to be with us. We'll be right back after this. We're at Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. The Quest, their motto is the Quest. Here it is at the top of the sheet. The Quest for perfect barbecue, and it is really, really, really good. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dooley Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the jeweler's bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries. They replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
all right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, got some folks in here. Got tater salad, got hash browns, got pulled pork. They're wolfing it down because it's open. Of course, they're closed Mondays, Sundays, and Mondays. Open Tuesdays through Saturday. So, again, we are live here. We come once a month to Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Mr. Baseball is going to join us in a few minutes. Major League Baseball playoffs, 4 games getting going today. The early game will be the what is the early game? The early game is going to be Detroit at Cleveland. Then you have the Padres and the Cubs at Wrigley. Then you have the Yankees and the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium, the best of 3. Then you have the Dodgers and the Reds at Dodger Stadium tonight. All right, top 25 college football. Who plays where this week? Friday night, top 25, BYU, the Cougars at number 23 in the country, hosting the Mountaineers of West Virginia. On Saturday, the early 12 o'clock games, you got number 22, Illinois, will be at Purdue in the Big Ten. 14th ranked Iowa State, the Cyclones, playing at Cincinnati. 12th ranked Georgia, the Bulldogs, hosting Kentucky, trying to bounce back from Kirby's loss and their loss to Alabama. 20th ranked Michigan hosting Wisconsin, early game in Ann Arbor, the Big House. Mid-afternoon games on Saturday. Number 7, Penn State, will be at UCLA. 21st ranked Notre Dame hosting Boise State. Number 9, Texas, will be at Florida. Billy Napier coaching for his job, I would think. The Gators will take on the Texas Longhorns in Gainesville at 3:30. Man, if he could pull this off, it could go a long way to saving his job. I don't like to see anybody lose their job. But, again, they're buyouts. We don't cry too many tears for them. These buyouts. Again, we told you last week, Dabo Swinney's buyout, $60 million to get rid of Dabo Swinney. If you want to get rid of him, they're not going to. That's a lot of money, to say the least. 24th ranked Virginia will be at Louisville, mid-afternoon game. Top 25 matchup, Alabama, the Crimson Tide back in Tuscaloosa. 10th ranked Tide hosting 16th ranked Vanderbilt. The other late afternoon game, Oklahoma. Keep an eye on the Sooners. They're up to number 5 in the country. They're playing some rock-solid football. They'll be in Knoxville in a couple of weeks or later in the season. Oklahoma hosting Kent State. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders at number 11 in the country, will be at Houston. Did I bring that? Did I leave it at the house? I wanted to bring left at the house. The Oklahoma does come to Knoxville later in the season. Boomer Sooners coming to Neyland. 11th ranked Texas Tech at Houston. That's a night game. Also on Saturday evening, 3rd ranked Miami will be at number 18 Florida State in Tallahassee. That'll be an interesting game. Top ranked Ohio State should have no problem Minnesota on Saturday evening. And then 6th ranked Texas A&M, the Aggies, hosting Mississippi State, who's not a bad football team. So they needed a signature win, which they would have gotten if they'd beaten Tennessee, but they didn't. So there you go. Milligan volleyball tonight, 6:20 airtime, 6:30 first serve. The Lady Buffs, a young volleyball team for veteran coach Duneva Bays, will take on the Lady Rams out of Bluefield University. We'll go on air audio and video. 6:20 tonight with a first serve at 6:30. Thursday, T.A. Duggar, Cyclone football. The Cyclones will go to Burley Stadium in Greenville, try and beat Greenville Middle School for the first time ever to close out the regular season, which is hard to believe. Last night we wrapped up the volleyball regular season. Lady Cyclones blanking Crockett 3-0. Your players of the game were Abby Gwynn, who hit the 1,000 assist mark in her career as only a junior, and also Ainsley Wampler had a big night last night. And so they win at 3-0. They finished the regular season to the Lady Cyclones at 18-10. Then you have coming up on Friday night, the Granger Grizzlies will be the opponent. We'll go on air the broadcast then at 6:50, 7:30 first kickoff rather. Without Red Slagle, which is tough. Goodness gracious, tough. So it seems like to me, since I've been doing the Cyclones, there's been more injuries this year. Maybe it's just my memory's short, but anyway, you lose Red Slagle, lose Justin Whitehead. You got Kyler McGovern's not playing this week. The J-Train should be back, I think, but there's just been a myriad of injuries, and so you hand the reins off to your football team to a freshman. But, here you go. This is, if you've been around sports, you know long enough, it's next man up. So that's not the way you want it to be. It's what it is. Somebody's going to be out there Friday night. Quarterback in the football team. Brett can't do it. He's out, unfortunately. So that's what you do. And not just in football. It's every sport. Next man up. So that's why I've never understood why kids quit the team, because you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know who's going to get hurt. You don't know who's going to get in trouble and get kicked off the team, or for whatever reason, the person ahead of you is not there anymore. So you never quit, because you never know what's around the corner. So, but anyways, unfortunately, Rhett got hurt. He's out, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season, which is terrible. Hopefully he'll be ready for baseball. So, and ironically enough, those two guys we just mentioned, Whitehead and Rhett Slagle, are two of the big cornerstones of the baseball team, which we feel like got a chance to go down the road. So hopefully those guys will be back 100% healthy. I think I was told Whitehead may be back by the first or second round of the playoffs. Don't think Rhett will be, unfortunately. So, you got to, thoughts and prayers going out. He's going to have surgery, I think I was told. So, but he's a senior. It's bad enough you can't play at all, but that's your senior and you're done. So you can't play anymore. But he, to his credit, he went over 1,000 yards again the other night for yet another year. So he's been an incredible quarterback. He started, 30 straight games, I think I read. Went back and figured it up. I think he started 30 straight games for the Cyclones. So anyway, you got to pick up the pieces and go. I know he's devastated. His parents are devastated, and I get it. I understand. I would be devastated too. But I guess you can take solace in thinking the good Lord's got something else planned. That's why he allowed things to happen like they do. So anyway, we got football Friday night. We'll be on the road against the Granger Grizzlies down there. It's our longest trip of the year. Beautiful drive down. Beautiful stadium once you get there. It's a beautiful facility. They've done a great job building it. And, from a broadcaster standpoint, they've done a good job too. Some places they build press boxes or build football stadiums, and the media is the last one they think of, and I get that to a point. But in this case, Granger's got a really nice press box facility and a very nice field. It's a beautiful drive down, so it'll be fun to get down there Friday night for the final, or not the final, but the longest road game. Next week they're off, the Cyclones, and we've got back-to-back home games against East and Seymour. And then we'll come back and wrap things up on the 30th or 31st. There's some talk about switching it to the Friday night of Halloween. Right now it's on the 30th of October down in Greenville at Burley Stadium. Hey, we're here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Love coming here, man. You pull in, you just smell it. Whoo, because the pitmaster's back there working all night long. Granger has the best food. They really do. She's right. They have great concession stand. I love going down there. It's a beautiful drive. It's a beautiful place once you get there. You don't feel cramped. We're trying to get confirmation. I think we can take a camera Friday night. So I think that's the latest. I got to confirm that and get off the show. Then I got to find somebody to do it. So that's the second thing, to find somebody to run the camera. Hopefully, I think we've been granted the right to live stream it Friday night, audio and video. So, but I'll confirm that off the show. We'll know tomorrow. So Anyway, that's where we are right here. We're broadcasting live on the road at Phil's Dream Beer. We'll take a break. Mr. Baseball due here any minute. And we got lots to cover in the world of Major League Baseball. The playoffs start today. Managerial changes. Bruce Bochy gone to Texas. Rocco Baldelli's gone to Minnesota. Bob Melvin's gone in San Francisco. Brian Snitker, he's back for the Braves. We'll have to wait and see. Carlos Mendoza has been retained for the Mets for another year. They're going to get rid of his coaching staff and clean that out, get some new ones in. So it's interesting. Quick break, back with more. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs. What's that all about?
Dream Packs, we start at 4 and go up in even numbers as big as you need. You get meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns. All that's included. We do offer plates, plasticware, gallons of tea, but any number you need.
Feeds 4, feeds 8. They do it in increments of 4. So if you're going to the ball game and don't want to cook, call in, get the Dream Packs, come by and pick them up, 349-6437.
Yes, sir.
Call ahead, and we're on our way to swing through, pick them up. Tailgate, Dream Packs, good way to watch it, or take it to the house, watch it. Either way, good way to watch a game, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Dream Packs. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437 is the number to call. Can we order it online too?
You sure can. Online, call it in. Come on down.
There you go. Phil's Dream Pit, 349-6437, the Dream Packs. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Sports. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. The kids are reading as we speak at those 3 schools. Harold McCormick, Westside Elementary, and Eastside getting ready for the first round of awards coming up next month. Hard to believe tomorrow's October the 1st, but it is. So if you're a fan of Willie Mays, interesting. Over the weekend, his personal collection, they auctioned off over $6.5 million on a 2-day auction that benefited the late Hall of Famers Foundation. 944 items from Mays' collection sold for $6.5 million. All the proceeds from this auction go to deliver education, training, and health services for young people through the Say Hey Foundation, which Willie Mays founded back in 2000. That's really cool. But here's some of the things that went. It's crazy. Some of the stuff he auctioned off. So his historic 1954 season, his MVP award, his Silver Slugger Award, his World Series ring. Willie Mays' home uniform of the 1962 season worn during the All-Star game. And the World Series went for over $600,000 for a uniform. There it is. There's what it $600,000 for that. From the 1965 season, Mays' MVP and Babe Ruth Sultan of SWAT awards. Even his Presidential Medal of Honor, Medal of Freedom Honor that Obama gave him back in 2015 went for $64,000. So this is my question. All right, so I win this award. What do I do with it? Okay, I paid over $458,000 for Willie Mays' World Series ring. Because I don't understand what we do with it. So, okay, you hang it on the wall, or you put his jersey up in your man cave, which I guess is okay, but seems like it just doesn't make sense to me. But I guess, I don't know. But anyway, $6.5 million went to further kids' education. It's a great thing. But, again, auctioning off interesting things, to say the least, for the Willie Mays Foundation. All right, let's take a look at NASCAR. They're going to be racing this weekend in Charlotte, the Roval, the road course. You've got 2 in for the playoffs. The next round, you've got 6 more to decide. This is a cutoff race, by the way, so this will be 6 to move on. 2 are already in. That would be Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney are in. The other drivers still trying to get one of those 6 spots this weekend in Charlotte. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, and Joey Logano. Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Austin Cindric on the outside looking in right now, the top 8. But any of those guys can win it. So, and obviously you got 6 drivers trying to squeeze into those. I mean, the rest of those drivers trying to squeeze into 6 slots. What do you got left? You got 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 10 drivers trying to squeeze into 6 slots after the race in Charlotte on Sunday, the Charlotte Roval 400. After Charlotte, they go to Vegas, they go to Talladega, they go to Martinsville, and wrap things up with the championship in Phoenix on November the 2nd. So that's your latest in NASCAR news. So, again, Chase Elliott winning last week in Kansas. So they move on now to the Charlotte Roval road course, the Charlotte Roval 400. And that'll be on Sunday. And, again, you've got 10 drivers trying to squeeze into 6 slots to move on to the playoffs, including the defending champ, Joey Logano. So there you go. That's what's going on there in the world of NASCAR. So it is a beautiful, gorgeous day in the neighborhood here on this Tuesday, final day of the month on September the 30th. Milligan volleyball tonight, 6:20 airtime, 6:30 first serve. The Buffs will take on the Lady Rams from Bluefield University. We're looking forward to being there tonight at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse and having a big time. Can't wait. So, quick break. Here's where we're going to be on Thursday. We'll be at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabeth.
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays, 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Football.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Baseball. Your mother watching?
Yeah, she's watching. Got to fix my hair. I can see it now. It
Fluffed up?
Yeah, I walked
Yeah.
in the door. Air hit it.
Yeah, happens. They got a new thing when you first walk in.
Yeah.
Fluffs his hair up. So.
Oh well.
Oh well. Hello, Tracy Meadows Moore. That's a new person. Thank you. Nancy Pruitt, Rick Bowling. Thank you all for watching. Mr. Baseball's here. We got lots to go over.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious, sakes alive, Martha White. We're ready to roll here. So let's start it. We've got first off, the Reds are in. They knocked the Mets out.
Yeah.
Carlos Mendoza has been retained as a manager.
Mhm.
Looks like the coaching staff may get wiped out. So, but the Mets blew it. They choked. Pete Alonso says, "Man, we gagged it." Juan Soto says, "We gagged it. We choked."
Yeah.
Mets are out. Reds are in. So here we go. We are set and ready to go. The Tigers and the Guardians, the Padres and Cubs, the Red Sox, Yankees, the Reds and the Dodgers. Let's start with the obvious first one today, 108. By the time we get off there, we'll be cracking up Detroit and Cleveland. What do you think about that series? You've got on the mound Gavin Williams against Skubal. Whew, it's going to be a good one.
That's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So, talk about a team that faded toward the end of the season. The Tigers, they got in with the wild card. They had that division all but wrapped up, really. I mean, going into September, they still had a 10.5 game lead, and Cleveland came back and took that division from
Absolutely.
them. So, you got to think Cleveland has got the momentum going into the series. Of course, Tarek Skubal is Tarek Skubal, and you got to think he's going to be good on the mound today. So it's going to be an exciting game. I'm anxious to see what happens.
Game 2, the Cubs and the Padres. Matthew Boyd for the Cubs and Nick Pivetta for the Padres at 3:08 at Wrigley.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good game as well. I think those teams match up really good against each other. I think it's going to be an exciting series. That one may be one that'll go 3 games because I think these teams really, especially today's pitching matchup, it's almost like, I almost think that they didn't really plan it going into the end of the season to have their matchups set because, you would think usually these two guys probably wouldn't be your first 2 pitchers in a series, but it's what it is for both of them, and I'm anxious to see how this one turns out as well.
I'm liking the Padres. I've said that.
Yeah, you are.
Yu Darvish and Dylan Cease are the next 2 pitchers up, so that's a pretty
good.
That's a pretty good front line.
That is.
And they got a great bullpen too.
They do.
In fact, I got a guy. I'm gonna break it down here. He broke down all the pitching staffs in the playoffs, and the Padres one of the top teams. It's interesting. He said the worst pitching staff going into the playoffs are the Toronto Blue Jays, which is interesting. So
I can see that.
Yep. Game 3, the Yankees and the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium. Max Fried against Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, now that's going to be a great
good
pitchers duel.
Yeah.
That's going to be fantastic. These two guys are pretty different types of pitchers. Fried's a left-hander. Crochet is just a power pitcher. Is going to come at you with everything he's got on pretty much every pitch, and it's the Yankees Red Sox typical rivalry as well. Anytime I see these two teams, I go back to 1978. You remember that game in 1978?
Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think of that every time.
Me too. So
Red Sox hate Bucky Dent.
Yeah.
Red Sox fans hate Bucky Dent.
Giolito is not going to be available for the Red Sox. It's a big blow.
Yeah,
That's a big blow.
it will be. Yeah, absolutely.
Big blow. So that's game 3. That'll be at 6:08 tonight. And the last one, the Dodgers and the Reds at Dodger Stadium. Hunter Green against Blake Snell. Pretty good matchup. The Reds also have Lido and Abbott for the next 3 games. The Dodgers' rotation will be Snell, Yamamoto, and Otani. So
yeah.
Wow. But you know what? We were 1-4. The Reds are 1-5 against the Dodgers in the regular season. I think they got a chance. You probably think I'm smoking something. It's the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, defending World Series champs. I think the Reds, they got nothing to lose, everything in the world to gain. Terry Francona's done an obviously great job getting them there this year in the playoffs. So you got your red shirt on. Do we?
I do.
Think we got a chance?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think the Reds have a solid chance in this series now. Especially with Hunter Green on the mound. I think if they can go out tonight and win this game tonight, I like their chances. I really do. They, because Kershaw is not on the postseason roster, or at least for this series. You know, so I'm like, okay, so they don't have him coming out of the bullpen, because that would worry me a little bit if they had him available coming out of the bullpen. You know, and they used Lodolo out of the bullpen on Sunday. It's why he's not pitching in this series as a starter, but he's going to be available to come out of the bullpen as well. So, you know, it's all hands on deck for all these teams right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think the Reds are going to come out and they're going to give it everything they've got.
There's no tomorrow. You got 3 games.
That's right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Pull out all the stops. Hello, Carl Wilson. Hello to Mike Gill. Hello, Jimmy down in Atlanta. Jim Stout, what a great, he's with us every day. I appreciate that. You think sitting in Atlanta, all the sports going on down there, he chooses to watch us back up here?
Wow, that's awesome.
I can't thank you enough, sir. I met him a couple of weeks ago. He was in town. He's from Elizabethton. He came back to see the folks, and he works now. He's an agent, as a matter of fact, works with a agency representing athletes. So, and apparently his office is real close to Truist Park, so he's right downtown where the action is. Speaking of, does Snitker come back? We're going to get into managerial changes in a moment, but do they bring him back, do you think?
I don't think they do.
I don't either.
I really don't. I don't think they bring him back.
I think Bruce Bochy will be the manager of the Braves next.
Do you really?
I do, and I don't know why. I got nothing to base that on.
Wow.
Bruce Bochy will be the manager of the Braves for 1 or 2 years.
Wow. Okay, that would be interesting. That would be really interesting.
Well, let's just hit it while we got it. So Rocco Baldelli's gone. Baldelli.
Yeah, Bob Melvin.
Bob Melvin's gone with the Giants. You've got Bochy's gone with the Rangers. You got a bunch of them that's got interim beside their name.
Right. Cairo at Washington. And let's see who. Of course, Don Kelly had the interim taken off of his name yesterday with Pittsburgh. I'm drawing a blank on who the other 2 guys are, because there's 3 of them that have interims. Colorado, the guy out in Colorado, and I'm drawing a blank on the last one.
I draw blanks every day. That's why I'm fishing from them. I got these down in my notes. I brought all this stuff today because I know you're going to be here, Mr. Baseball. So, yeah, there's another one.
So I kind of think Bochy will end up in San Francisco. That's what I'm thinking. Because he's been there before. He's been there before. And I kind of think because
here we go. Orioles, Rockies, and Nationals.
Yeah, Orioles, that's right. Orioles.
Let's see, Giants parted ways. Bob Melvin, we talked about that. Giants and Twins looking for new managers, as the Orioles, Rockies, and Nationals all have interim skippers. So, yeah, I forgot about Bochy may end up at Texas. So, but it's going to be interesting. So, Snitker may be gone. So,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they've talked about it all season.
Yeah.
You know, and he's the oldest manager in baseball, and it just sounded like it was probably going to happen, and it may just involve him being promoted up to the front office somewhere.
Thanks, Tom. Love listening to you and Greg talk baseball. How about that? From Atlanta. So there you go. Oh yeah, love Jim Stout. Got him some. I got him something a couple years ago. I think it was some kind of a mug and a cap. I'm not even sure what I gave him, but anyway. And he deserved. He's a good guy. So, and I appreciate him watching down in Atlanta. Like I said, everything going on in Atlanta, all the different shows going on. He wants to listen to us. That's a compliment to you there, Cowboy. So, Cowboy Jeff Bradley. So, all right. So you look at September. We go into the playoffs. The Dodgers in September, 15-10. Against playoff teams, they were 500, 19-19. The Cubs in September, 14-11. Against playoff teams, they were 19-23. The Padres in September, 14-11. Against playoff teams, they're only 14-20. By the way, to break it down even further, the Dodgers-Reds, the Dodgers took 5 out of 6 from the Reds. Cubs split with the Padres, 3-3. The Reds, as we said, are 1-5 against the Dodgers. Hello, Teresa Stout. Jim Stout said, "Yeah, a hat and a koozie." That's right. Well, next time you come to town, I got more for you.
Hat and a koozie.
I got mugs. I got a metal tumbler. Is that what you call them?
Oh, yeah.
The yellow tumbler, or the metal tumblers. Yeah. I've got one. I mean, I use mine. It keeps everything cold. It's good. So your top hitting baseball teams going into the playoffs, regular season. Top hitting teams: the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Phillies, the Reds, the Brewers, and San Diego. The top pitching teams. You still believe the adage, good pitching will stop good hitting?
Yeah.
All right.
I do.
So the top pitching staff going in are the Dodgers, then the Phillies, then the Brewers, then the Padres, and the Reds, and the Cubs have the worst pitching staff based on stats going into the playoffs. So there you go. We're talking about the National League, obviously. Postseason. Last time these teams went to the big show, the Dodgers, of course, won it last year. Phillies were there in 2022. We're talking about the World Series. The Cubs won it in 16. The Padres won it in 98, and the Reds won it in 90. And the Brewers played the Cardinals, but they didn't win.
In 82.
In 82, but they won as the Braves in 57. So it's been a while since the Brewers. So I'm not wild. The Brewers are sitting out, and so are the Phillies. I'm not wild with the Brewers. It's just Phillies. I am.
Yeah.
And
to be honest, if you look in the past history of the playoffs, the teams that have to wait to play have not performed that great.
No, they got rusty.
Yeah, they have.
Because you play every day and you stop cold turkey. You got to wait.
Yeah.
And you go play and you run, you work out, but it's not the same as playing.
They scrimmage, they do all kinds of things to try to keep it as normal as they can, but still.
Absolutely.
They've not looked good. So.
In the American League, Toronto and Seattle setting out, of course, first round. Cleveland 18-7, 17-18 against playoff teams in the regular season. They played Detroit 13 times, beat them in the series 8-5. The Yankees against Boston got beat out of 13 games. Red Sox beat them 8, and the Yankees won 5. Yankees in September 18-7. Cleveland in September 18-7. What's this mean? I don't know.
Look at Detroit.
Detroit in September 7-17. And Cleveland, out of the 13 games, Cleveland won 8 against them head-to-head regular season. Now you get into the best hitting team in the playoffs right now in the American League, the Yankees. Understandably so.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yankees, Seattle, Detroit, Toronto, Boston, and Cleveland is the worst hitting team. The best pitching team, the Yankees.
Okay.
Toronto, Seattle, Cleveland, Detroit, and Boston. So, you look in the American League, the guys that went to the big dance. Of course, Yankees were there last year and lost to the Dodgers. Boston won it in 18. Cleveland won it or played in 2016. Last time the Guardians now won the World Series, 1948.
Wow, yeah.
Detroit was there in 2012. The last time they won it was 1984. Is that Jack Moore's in that bunch, I guess? Sparky, 84?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, absolutely.
Toronto won it in 93. Seattle's never been to the World Series. So anyway, that's what's going on today. So you break them down. And let's see, I'm still looking for the pitching staff stuff that I had because I ran it off because I thought Mr. Baseball would like to see this. I like to talk about it too. So Rocco Baldelli's gone for the Twins. Bruce Bochy gone. Here we go. I knew I had it. So pitching staffs. These are some of the experts that put together pitching staffs, the top, and you break them down, all 12 pitching staffs. They say the worst one is the Blue Jays. Shane Bieber, okay. Max Scherzer's falling apart. Jose Berrios probably isn't to be leaned on too much to the Blue Jays.
Okay.
What about Detroit? After Scuba, what happens?
it goes, falls off. Yeah, Casey Mize is up next, and he's pretty good, but they struggle after Scuba. Yeah, you remember the old Braves that was spawn insane and pray for rain? Remember that?
Yep.
That's kind of what we see there.
Then you've got Jack Flaherty, also on the Tigers staff, has not been too hot.
Right.
Then they say the third worst pitching staff are the Yankees. Devin Williams, Fernando Cruz, Luke Weaver, David Bednar. What do you think?
So this is overall, this is bullpen and starting rotation.
Right.
So I love Max Fried. Love the fact that he's there and will be pitching tonight. But I can see that. Maybe.
Game 2 is Carlos Rodon.
Mm-hmm.
Game 3 is Cam Schittler. So that's your three. That's your matchup with the Yankees. Then they say the Reds don't have a very good rotation. Hunter Green, Andrew Abbott, Nick Lodolo. What do you think? You think that's
so? Abbott has been pretty consistent all year. He fell off a little bit at the end of the season. A lot of people say that he's probably fatigued a little bit because he was carrying the load while Hunter Green was hurt. and he was that guy they were looking to. Hunter Green is a legitimate ace. I think he's solid. Lodolo is not starting in this series because he pitched out of the bullpen on Sunday, and Zach Littell will be pitching tomorrow. And yeah, I mean they picked him up and he's pitched well for them. They got him from the Rays, and he's pitched well. I'm anxious to see how he does, in the playoffs. But okay, they are where they are. The bullpen has been a little suspect, so I can see that.
What about the Cubs? They're pitching.
Yeah, so I'd have to put the Cubs pretty much right there. I mean, I like Imanaga. I think he's good. But he just pitched, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue for him. Some of the other guys, like Jameson Taillon, he's not a bad pitcher. I think if you get to their bullpen though, they're suspect. Yeah.
What about the Brewers pitching?
So
Brandon Woodruff.
Freddie Peralta. Woodruff's hurt. He's not going to be pitching. So Freddie Peralta is a solid pitcher. He's a guy that I think he probably doesn't get enough credit. Mizorowski, he started off just lights out when he first came up, but I think the league has figured him out a little bit. He's a hard thrower, but I think they figured him out, and he's going to have to come up with something new. Their bullpen, if you can get to their bullpen, you got a chance. But as I watched them play over the weekend, a lot of their guys in the bullpen were pretty lights out. I mean, some of them were really throwing well.
Jimmy said Mike Freed's stats are bad historically in the playoffs. He's 2-5.
Yeah.
So that's not good with a 5 ERA. So that's a little. We'll find out tonight at Yankee Stadium against Crochet.
Yeah.
All right. Then he take a look at the Dodger pitching staff. What do you think?
So, you never know what you're going to get with Ohtani. I like to say that because he I think he's back, and I think they'll pitch him as long as they can in the playoffs. And as far as the game goes, Snell, he's former Cy Young winner. He's good. He's a legitimate starter, and he's left-handed, so that helps him as well. That's going to help him against the Reds because the Reds do not hit well against left-handers. Miguel Andujar is going to have a big game tonight against him. And, of course,
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto is I don't know that he's really ever lived up to the hype that they thought they were getting with him. But, but he's solid. He's okay.
Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow, Ohtani, Kershaw, Emmett Sheehan. Those are the guys we talked about.
Yeah, and they put Sheehan into the bullpen. They've announced that. So
they put him back in the pen.
Yeah, that's going to be a boost for them, I think.
Red Sox pitching, what do you think?
Crochet. I love Crochet.
And Bello, you like Bello?
Yeah, I like him pretty good. He'll be all right. Once again, he's a guy that came on the scene and pitched really, really good. And then, I think the league kind of figured him out a little bit. And, of course, Lucas Giolito, he's pretty solid, yeah.
He's out. They said he's not going to be available.
Yeah, that's right. He's out.
So, Rawls Chapman out of the bullpen, Garrett Whitlock out of the pen. So
Chapman is pitching like he did when he first came up. He's pitching really, really well. He is.
Yeah. Then you look at the Mariners. Got a couple more pitching staffs. We're going through all the pitchers, the pitching staffs for the playoffs. We're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Talking to Mr. Baseball, Greg Salyer, and his mother's watching. Pumpkin pie, Ev. Pumpkin pie. We're 58 days till Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie.
58 days till Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And 85 days till Christmas.
Wow.
Christmas Eve. So 58 days till I'm hopefully enjoying a pumpkin pie for that.
Okay.
The Mariners pitching staff, what do you think?
So, Castillo is a good pitcher. He's been a little inconsistent for him this year. George Kirby, Logan Gilbert, those guys are good. Brian Woo's probably their best pitcher right now. So I think they're, as far as starters go, I think they're
okay.
I think they're pretty good. I think they're going to be up there just about anybody.
3 left. The 3 best pitching staffs in the playoffs, so these folks say, are the Philadelphia Phillies, the Padres, and the number 1 pitching staff are the Guardians. Let's take a look at the Phillies. What do you think?
So without Zach Wheeler, I think that's a blow not having him available. But, I mean, they still got Sanchez. They still got
Suarez.
Yeah. And, Aaron Nola quietly is second place now all time in Phillies in strikeouts behind Steve Carlton.
I like Jesus Luzardo.
Yeah, and that was a good pickup for them.
And Walker Buehler's been good for him too.
He has.
So that's another good one. So I like the Phillies. I just like that team. I like them to be in the World Series.
I can't disagree with that.
Thank you. So we don't agree with much, but that's one of them. The Padres pitching. I like that front line again. This for the 3-game set. You've got Pivetta and Dylan Cease and Yu Darvish. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So and their bullpen's pretty stout too. So
it is.
So I like the Padres. They say the best pitching staff in all the 12 teams in the playoffs are the Cleveland Guardians. Would you agree with that? Because I don't. But
I don't know. I mean, I don't know where they got that, to be honest, because I look at those names and I say, okay, they're pretty good, but I wouldn't say they're the best in the playoffs.
Gavin Williams,
Tanner Bobby,
and Parker Messick. Yeah,
I just
that doesn't wow me.
That doesn't wow me either. I don't know. I mean, they've been really good down the stretch. Let's give them credit for that. Lately, they've been really good. So if they can continue to do that, they're hot right now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. I would not consider them the top pitching staff in baseball in the playoffs right now.
No, I wouldn't either.
I don't know where that one came from.
So you look today, 108 Tigers Guardians. Who wins that one?
Tigers Guardians at Scooble pitching today. I think the Tigers have a good shot today, but the Guardians are really, really, really hot, and the Tigers are coming in really cold.
Yeah.
So the Tigers, if they're going to win that series, they've got to win today.
They win today.
They got to win today.
Yeah. I'm really in a 3-game set. I think everybody's got to win today. I mean, you can't. I know it's a stupid thing to say, but I mean, you really got to come out.
If you don't win today, you got to win the next two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
your
tough.
back's against the wall.
Yeah.
Padres and Cubs today. You got Matthew Boyd against Pivetta.
Pivetta. I kind of think the Padres are going to show up ready to play. I think they're going to be tough to beat.
Manny Machado.
I think they're going to be tough to beat.
Fernando Tatis.
Yeah.
So I like the Padres.
The Cubs are still without Tucker too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a blow for them.
Tonight, the night game, 6:08. Some great. If you're a baseball junkie, this is great tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
4 of them today. So the Red Sox, Crochet, and Max Fried, the Yankees at 6:08 tonight, Yankee Stadium. You know the rivalry between these two teams. They hate each other, and so now it means something now.
It does.
I mean, it's big time. Somebody's going home after Thursday.
Yeah. I like the Yankees in that series. I
do
think.
too.
I think they'll pull it out, but don't ever count the Red Sox out when they get to the playoffs.
Oh. So I talked to a guy yesterday because the buzz was that Cora and Boone may be in trouble, the managers.
Yeah.
Well, now they're both in the playoffs.
Right.
But he also said if the Yankees don't go, they're going to get rid of Boone. I said, well, who would you get? I mean, you got to be a special dude to manage in New York, and he's getting it done. So who would you go get? And then Cora, they were all but gone. They were done for before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
They played some great baseball.
They have come back
in the second half of the season.
They have.
See, Boston was 13-11 just in the month of September, and they're 22-20 against playoff teams. So Cora, I can't justify them. Maybe canning them. They get beat because
Yeah.
And you take Giolito out of the rotation, that's a big miss.
That's huge. Yeah.
So
it is. That's huge.
So both of those managers, I would think, would be safe. Wouldn't you think?
I would think.
Yeah.
I would think. I can't imagine. I mean, so the expectations for both of those teams are always through the roof. The Yankees feel like they should win every year. They think they should be World Series champions every year.
Every year. Yeah.
And as much money as they put into it,
they probably should.
They probably should.
Reds and Dodgers.
Oh man, do I go with my head or my heart? You know.
Brain says Dodgers, heart says Reds.
I think the Reds have a chance. If it was tomorrow and you were asking me that, I'd have a more informed opinion.
What?
Like once again, a whole lot depends on what happens tonight. If Hunter Green can come out and he's pitching. I mean, so it's an away game for the Reds, but he's pitching in his backyard because that's where he's from. He grew up 20 miles from Dodger Stadium. And, he's going to have a lot of folks there cheering for him tonight. And he's good and he knows he's good. And, I mean, I like his swagger that I see with him. If the Reds can pull it out tonight, I think they have a legitimate chance.
I do too. If they can win tonight,
Yeah.
you'll put them back on their heels.
If
a
they
little bit.
lose tonight, I think they're
Forget
hurting.
it, yeah.
But if they win tonight, I think they have a legitimate chance.
We're here live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Love having you with us. Thanks for being with us on the show. If you've not eaten at Phil's Dream Pit, shame on you, because the place is it's steady pretty as always. They've been closed for 2 days and phones ringing, so it's good stuff. You ever had their smoked ham or smoked turkey for the holidays?
I've not.
Are
I've
you a
not heard
turkey
that.
guy or a ham guy?
I'm a turkey guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Go get him a smoked turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, turkey. We always have a turkey at Thanksgiving.
See, that's how we do this.
And we usually do ham at Christmas and turkey at Thanksgiving. That's what my family just
We do
kind of
too.
does. Yeah.
So, okay, here's what we're going to do, a little swap. So, we're going to put the mojo on Ev. Pumpkin pie Tom, smoked turkey Greg. So there you go.
Hey, that's a pretty good trade on my end.
All right, so waiting in the wings of the Phillies. There's Brendan Sweeney. Waiting in the wings of the Phillies and the Brewers.
And the Brewers, yep.
And Toronto and Seattle in the American League.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I know this sounds really stupid, but you got to win this first game today. And so the Reds can beat the Dodgers, you got a shot. If the Padres can beat the Cubs and Wrigley, you got a shot.
Yeah.
If you lose, you got 2 games. I mean, you're in the hole. You got 2 games to play, and there's no swapping sites. Guardians, Cubs, Yankees, and the Dodgers all stay at home.
Yeah.
So, I like the Padres. I just like their frontline pitching. Pavetta and Cease and Darvish.
Yeah.
Darvish going against his former team, the Cubs. They got the hitting. They got the bullpen. They've been quietly chasing the Dodgers all summer long and all season long. So, then I like the Phillies. I don't like the Dodgers. I don't like the Brewers. They don't wow me. So
yeah.
And American League. I mean, you look at the Yankees, and for something tells me this could be the year. I like to see it through Seattle. They've never been to the World Series.
Yeah, yeah.
The Mariners.
So here's the funny thing. I was at the gym this morning, ran into a guy. I had on my Reds garb today. Okay, I had on a Reds T-shirt, Reds hat at the gym.
They laughed you out of the gym?
No, he walked up and a guy about my age. He walks up and at first he saw me from behind, and it was a Brandon Phillips shirt. It was an old red shirt. He thought it said Phillies, and I said no. I said this is Reds. And so we started talking. We struck up conversation. He is from Seattle, big Mariners fan. So we were talking, and he's excited, and he's trying to be guarded with his excitement, and I said what I said to him. I said, you know what? I said they've never won before. They've never even played in a World Series before. I hope they get in. I said I really do.
Yeah.
I hope Seattle can put something together and make a run in the playoffs. I really do. Just because they've never done it before,
So you wore your attire out the other day, so I go through a drive-through with my Raiders ball cap on.
Okay.
This was Sunday afternoon after we got beat, Sunday evening.
Yeah.
So I go through the drive-through, and the guy looks at me, looks at my hat, and goes, "Really?" Almost threw the food bag at him. I was like, he looked at me like, "Really? Like you'd be a Raiders fan?" Yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. So.
I've got a Dolphins hat. And they won last night, so they at least won a game now.
Yeah,
they're 1-3.
They done set the woods on fire, but yeah,
yeah,
that's okay.
Lost their best player.
Yep, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So,
but hey, I got one more thing to say before I go off the air today. Your boy Rafael Devers, are you aware of what he was able to do this year?
I don't care what he did this year.
Something that had not been done in a few years. It's a 162-game season, right?
He had hit in every game. No?
He played 163 games this year.
Played every game.
163. Yeah, he played 163 games, and it's only a 162-game season because he was traded in the middle of the season.
The middle of the season, counting for both teams.
So he had a game ahead, and he was able to play in 163 games. Didn't know if you were aware of that, but yeah, your boy Devers pulled that off this year.
He's my boy, all right. Yeah. Did he end up having a good year?
Yeah, pretty decent. Yeah. Well, 34, 35 home runs, I think.
That's unfortunate.
He had a pretty – he started off horribly bad, if you remember. He struck out
I remember.
He struck out 12 or 13 times in a row.
Yeah.
to start the season, and I 16 times out of his first 20 at bats, I think he struck out or something like that. It was really bad, but he turned it up. He really did.
We yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I really don't care if he has a good season or not. I mean, I gave him a hard time at the beginning of the year, but
yeah, but he's not in the playoffs. I had to
No.
bring him up one more
more
last time just because he did something that hadn't been done in about 15, 16 years, I think.
get that dig in one more time, my boy
Yeah,
Rob Hill Devers.
yeah.
So this time next week we'll be back at Chick-fil-A, and we will on Wednesday, and we will have
We'll be in the middle of the division series.
Division series.
Yeah.
So then you got the Phillies kicking in, and the Brewers, and the Blue Jays, and the Mariners. So
yep.
be interesting.
We'll
All
be
right.
down to 8 teams.
Yeah, we'll whittle it down.
So
Mr. Baseball. Oh, last thing, Willie Mays over the weekend auctioned off 944 items, $6.5 million went out.
wow.
And I've got it over here. I'll talk about before you got here.
It's unbelievable. I bet
Game
the stuff he
jerseys,
had.
Silver Slugger Awards, the Medal of Freedom from Obama, which I understand. He auctioned that off. Auctioned off Silver Sluggers, jerseys, World Series rings.
Wow.
I mean, all this stuff. So here's my question. I asked this, and I don't get this. So if you get if somebody paid $458,000 for the Willie Mays World Series ring, what do you do with it?
You probably don't wear it.
Well, I know, but I mean, what? And they got his jersey from the 62 season. And
Yeah.
I mean, all the Silver Slugger Award, which is all okay. They're paying big bucks, but what do you do with it? Hang on the wall?
Yeah, you display it as best you can somewhere, and it's a collectible item. So
I don't get what So if I got Greg Sire's jersey, what would I do? Or shirt, what would I do with it?
yeah,
I mean, but anyway.
I have a Johnny Gomes game used jersey from the Reds.
Don't will that to me. Don't leave it to me. So I don't really want it. So I got a baseball Pete Rose sign said 42.96. That would be worth something.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So Peter Edward Rose gone. So got an autograph picture of Tony Perez, which I like that one.
Yeah.
So that's my boy.
Yep, I have one of those as well. I actually have a Pete Rose ball, but mine doesn't have the hits number on it. Mine just says Pete Rose. Mine doesn't have the.
And I got a Joey Votto bobblehead doll. Is that worth anything, you reckon?
In Cincinnati.
There you go.
Yeah, bobbleheads are big in the town,
Where they're at.
Yeah, people collect those things like crazy. But I see some of them ridiculous prices, but yeah.
First thing Jimmy says, first thing you do is with the ring is you insure it.
Yeah,
Exactly
that's
right.
true. That's exactly right.
So see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your lunch. Get you some lunch. We'll take
All
a
right.
break. Mr. Sweeney's here. Oh, we got him. We're going to put him to work. Oh, we got things to talk about. Milligan University, our dismal Raiders. Oh. I go into church. We're up 21-16. Come out of church, and London said, they lost, didn't they? They lost, didn't they? I said, yes, London, they lost. I knew it. Granddad, they're terrible. I said, okay. And we did. We lost. Had a field goal blocked into the game. 25-24 got beat. How do you – okay. Go to the break, though. We'll be right back after this. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit. We're talking Milligan sports and sports in general. They've changed the transfer portal. I'll tell you all about that. The College Football Oversight Committee has said we're going to make a change for the transfer portal. We'll get Mr. Sweeney's take on that. Talk a little Milligan sports, get his take on the playoffs. Pro football's all coming up next on the Tom Daly Sports. This is Smith from Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Things that you do, maybe some things folks don't realize you do at PTS.
So a lot of people think that we hang our hat on sports and providing sports coverage, which we do, and we do a very good job with that. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a reason that we've been doing this since 1976, and we continue to be the go-to people for this. But some of the things that we treat that people don't realize that we treat is just generalized deconditioning. People that aren't able to get up out of chairs, people that aren't able to work, people that want to be able to go and see their grandkids play sports, but they can't make it from the parking lot into the stadium. So we help people do that. Vertigo. We do a lot of vertigo work and a lot of dizziness work. We're one of the few vertigo from the American Balance Institute, one of the few vertigo clinics within the state of Tennessee. We do a fantastic job with that as well. And the other thing is, because we've been in business for so long, we are very well integrated within the healthcare system of Northeast Tennessee and outside of Northeast Tennessee. So if we can't help you, we can refer you to the right people that can provide you with the appropriate care.
Awesome. A lot of things. Website, how do we find your website? What's there?
ptstn.net. You'll find our information, contact information. We're currently redoing our website, trying to make it better and updated. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is to call us or stop by, set up for a consultation, and we can point you in the right direction. Whether we're pointing back at us to get you taken care of, or we are pointing you to one of our fellow clinics and fellow physicians.
Phone number is
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, PTS, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Drug Center, Health Mart Pharmacy. Tell me about that. Why does that help the consumer when they come here to shop?
Yeah, the Health Mart is a group that whenever pharmacies buy drugs, they're able to contract with small pharmacies and get us purchasing power the same as a big pharmacy would be able to do, like a big chain or something like that. So basically all our prescriptions that we buy and anything over the counter like medicines, braces, glasses, really about anything, it lets us get cheaper prices. That is good for us and good for our customers, because a lot of people think coming to a small pharmacy you may have to pay more for prescriptions or over the counters, but if anything, it's cheaper here.
Yep. It's not the case. It's cheaper here. Hours are open, again, at Lingerfield Drug Center.
Yeah, here Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 12.
How do we find you on social media?
On Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center.
And you know when we'll ask you, the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
Health Mart Pharmacy. There's a sign hanging up there. Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Final guest here on the show. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit. You like eating here, don't you?
Sure do.
Yeah. What are we going to get today, you reckon?
Probably pulled pork sandwich.
Oh, yeah? Can't beat that.
It's my go-to.
What's your sides?
Well, just kind of depends. I'm feeling the hash brown casserole today.
I'm right there with you.
Maybe mac and cheese or something like that too.
That's exactly what I'm getting. Smoked turkey, hash brown casserole, mac and cheese. Eat like a king here in about 20 minutes. So, All right, Brandon's with us. Got all kinds of things to talk about Milligan. We'll get to that in a second. NCAA Oversight Committee approving a modification to its new January transfer window, allowing undergraduates and postgraduate players to enter the transfer from January, to give them 14 days, from January 2 to January 16. It's a new 15-day time period, 15 days, replacing the initial 9 days or 10 days. We're going to give them 5 more days. What's that do for you? Anything?
I mean, it just, all it does is give more time for movement. So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The way I see it, with the way that the NCAA is now with Division I football, the kids are going to transfer, so you can't really stop them, and you might as well give them more time to make the correct decision, I guess.
Because they're going to do it.
Because they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. So anyway, it's got to be approved, but generally when the oversight, when one committee says it's good, then it's a rubber stamp kind of thing. So it's supposed to be approved next week, early in October, which tomorrow, it's hard to believe it's October the 1st.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it out there, but that's okay too. So you're a baseball guy, so let's take a look at your thoughts on the playoffs. Detroit at Cleveland, game 1. Williams against Scooble. Who you like in that series? Who do you like today?
Well, Scooble, obviously, that's a tough guy to go up against in the first wild card matchup. The thing is, Cleveland being at home, I think Cleveland's just playing better baseball going into the playoffs, and it brings me back in 2014, the Oakland Athletics at the time were leading their division at the All-Star break. They had the best record in the American League. Second half of the season, they were horrible. They ended up getting surpassed by the Angels in the division standings, and it ended up that they had to go play wild card series at Kansas City because they fell off so badly, and they ended up losing that series because they just were not playing well. Obviously, Kansas City ended up that year going on to be in the World Series, but I think when you look at these two teams, Detroit and Cleveland, Cleveland's definitely the team that's playing better right now.
So you're going to like Cleveland for the series?
Yeah.
All right. Game number 2 at 3:08 this afternoon. The Cubbies and the Padres in Wrigley. Matthew Boyd, Cubs. Nick Pivetta for the Padres. Who do you like in that series?
Oh man, I mean I think that's probably the most interesting series to me during this wild card series. I think those two teams are a good matchup for each other. I do think San Diego's pitching is strong, and I think that may end up being the difference between them and Chicago. Chicago is obviously leaning on some kind of more reclaimed pitchers like Matthew Boyd. Hasn't been in the postseason in a while. So I think if I look at the pitching, that's probably the one difference. I lean San Diego.
Red Sox, Yankees. Yankee Stadium, Game 1 tonight. Mike Spreed against Garrett Crochet. Who do you like in that series?
Yeah, obviously that's another fun one with it being rivalry. I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks in that series. I think the Yankees are the favorite in that series for sure. Their offense, I think, is just much better than Boston's if you look at the two against each other head-to-head.
Dodgers, Reds. Blake Snell, Dodgers tonight. Hunter Green, Reds.
I don't know. The Dodgers have kind of been limping in, just not playing great baseball. The Reds, obviously, a team that gets in at the very end of the season, so it's a big deal for them to be in this series. I could see this being a series where Cincinnati finds a way. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I could see it just based off of the vibes at the end of the regular season.
The pitching match or lineup for the Dodgers, of course, we said Snell today, Yamamoto tomorrow, and Ohtani on Thursday. It's a 3-game set. There's no switching of home sites. Cleveland, Cubs, Yankees, and Dodgers will be at home for all three, so that's a big advantage.
Yep.
So we didn't really talk about weather. I don't know what the weather's like in Cleveland or Chicago or New York. Those are northern cities, of course. Dodger Stadium's Dodger Stadium, but I don't know whether it's turning cool in these cities. It's going to be rainy. I don't know what it's going to be like, so that will have an effect on the games. So anyway, that's what's going on in the playoffs. NFL, Monday Night Football, it was a couple of yawners, to say the least. The Broncos blow out the Bengals 28-3. Bo Nix, 29 out of 42, 326, 2 touchdowns and a pick. So Jake Browning for the Bengals, 14 out of 25 for 125. Not real good. Without Burrow, they're just a shell of a team.
Yeah.
Broncos blistered them 28-3. The first game was a yawner, it looked like, what little I watched it. The Dolphins and the Jets, 27-21. So Dolphins win it. What was your take on Monday Night Football?
I think, Dolphins-Jets was just kind of a game that was kind of on in the background. Everybody kind of wanted to see what was going on with the Bengals, if they could figure things out offensively, and obviously they could not. They're playing a tough Broncos defense, one that is very stingy with giving up yardage and points. But at the same time, I mean, you've got 2 superstar wide receivers that you should just be able to get the ball to and find ways to get them open. It doesn't have to be that difficult on Jake Browning. I think the thing I'm taking away from it the most, yes, Jake Browning, not a quarterback that you can really rely on, but at the same time, the coaching staff's got to find ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers, and they just aren't doing it right now. So I don't know if it's Cincinnati may be looking at the quarterback market because I'm just not. I don't know what's going on with their offense. You'd think because Browning's been in their offense for a couple years that he'd be able to pretty seamlessly take over and just at least get the ball to the playmakers Chase and Higgins, but that hasn't been the case.
No, has not. So this week we start a brand new week. Obviously, Thursday night should be a pretty good one. San Francisco 3-1 and LA to battle the Rams for 3-1. That should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's fun. I think the Rams are going to be the division winners in the NFC West. I think they're a really good football team all around. Their defense is young. just they fly to the football defensively. San Francisco, because they're dealing with so many injuries, Pearsall's dealing with a knee. He played through it this last week, but they've had a lot of issues. Kittle's out. Nick Bosa, he tore his ACL on defense. That's their best pass rusher.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy obviously has a sore toe now after playing this last week. He may be out again this week. So you just never really know with the Niners. So I just think that the consistency that the Rams have shown will win out there.
The other good one this week, Tampa Bay 3-1 and Seattle 3-1. That's a real good matchup there.
Yeah.
The Bucks and the Mariners, or the
Yeah.
Seahawks, who gets that one?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. The Seahawks, a team that kind of I think is playing a little bit better than what before the season we thought from them. Their offense has been a lot better. Sam Darnold's played really well. And their defense, like the Rams, young players fly to the football. Their head coach, Mike McDonald, being the defensive mind, the reason that they're as good as they are is because he gives them a scheme that works to their strengths. And so the Seahawks, I like them. It's in Seattle. That's a tough place to go win a game if you're Tampa Bay. And Tampa's coming off the loss against Philly, so I think they obviously will have some fire under their butts as well. So
Minnesota, Cleveland, another international game. You like them playing overseas?
It's interesting, especially with Minnesota playing back-to-back weeks overseas, being in Ireland this last week and now being over in London. I think it's a good thing for growing the game abroad. Being able to give fans in other countries the opportunity to go see teams play, because obviously you're not going to fly over to the United States unless it's like planned way in advance for a game. And so it's definitely a good thing by the NFL to really reach out and bring in those fans in other places.
Other games in the NFL this weekend: Dallas and New York against the Jets. Denver and Philadelphia. The Broncos, short week, turn around and go play the Eagles. We're playing excellent football. They'll play that one in Philly.
Yeah.
Eagles are the real deal, aren't they?
It's weird. I think they are. But their second half against the Bucks, they had negative 1 yard of offense. And then the week before that against the Rams, the first half was terrible. They were down 26-7. They have not played. I would say they haven't really played a full 60 minutes of football in a game this year. But because they are so talented and can just turn it on when they want to, they can get away with it. I don't know. I will see with the Broncos a better defense that they're facing. It might be a little tougher for them to move the ball consistently, so we'll see.
Houston and Baltimore, they'll be a yawner. Miami at Carolina will be a yawner. The Giants 1-3 and the Saints 0-4. That'll be a yawner. Tennessee 0-4 and Arizona 2-2. The Titans are a bad football team.
Yeah, Callahan's going to get fired.
Oh, absolutely. He's out.
I don't know when, but it's
coming.
It's going to happen at some point.
Detroit at Cincinnati this weekend. Lions are 3-1. Washington and LA to battle the Chargers. Chargers 3-1. The Commanders are at 2-2. Buffalo on Sunday night 4-0, hosting the Patriots 2-2. Is this a Bills year?
Maybe, yeah. With the Ravens being down, it's possible. Buffalo's. I think the Bills, kind of, it's in their court, to be honest.
Everybody's talking about the Steelers after winning over in Ireland. It's like they're the team, and I don't know. Are they the team? No.
I don't think so.
Jacksonville 3-1. Are you surprised with their start?
Not super surprised. I think they have always had the players and the offensive ability to score points. It's in the past, it's been their defense just giving up a lot of points. This year they played a lot better defensively, and that has helped them win a lot of those games that they maybe in the past wouldn't have, just because of the number of points they've given up.
They will host Kansas City on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Chiefs 2-2. The Jags are 3-1. Of course, you know where I'm going this last one. The Raiders 1-3. I go to the drive-thru Sunday. You missed it earlier, and I got a Raiders ball cap on. And after the game, I'm going to get something to get out. The kid he's a kid, looks at me, gives me the food, looks up to my hat and just says, "Really? Like, what are you smoking? Why are you wearing a Raiders ball cap?" So, and there's times I wonder why I wear one too.
Well, I was wearing a Max Crosby jersey during the game, and he was doing great, but after the game was over when we lost, I was like, well, putting that jersey away for a while.
Tucking that one away.
Not gonna wear that for a while.
Yeah. They go to Indianapolis to battle the Colts are 3-1. The Raiders are 1-3. What's wrong with the Raiders? What's wrong with their team?
Surprisingly, Geno Smith.
Yeah, it is.
and our offensive line as well. Although I will say, I don't think we played that badly offensive line wise against the Bears. We protected Smith and we ran the ball well. Finally, Genty had a great game, but you cannot turn the ball over with 3 interceptions in a game where you're really, I mean, if you looked at the statistics for the two teams, the Raiders outgained the Bears.
Outplayed them.
They outplayed them. They
Yeah.
just, the 3 turnovers gave the Bears such short fields and just free points. And when you do that, you often lose just because you've put yourself in a disadvantageous position, even against a team that's maybe not playing as well as you are. The Bears' offense didn't look that great, except for a couple drives in the second half when they started to, they were closer in the game and they felt like, okay, we can win this. They started to look a little better, but in the first half, they looked really bad. The only reason they had any points was because the Raiders turned the ball over 2 times. It's just a bummer.
It is. It was. So now we go to Indianapolis, and we'll see. I'm always an optimist, but I'm also a realist, so we'll see. But we're going to take a break. We'll come right back. When we do, we will jump in, and we'll be ready to go and talk to you about some really good things going on at Milligan University. We got it's been a busy fall. It's a good fall. We'll be out there. I think it's next week, isn't it? So next Tuesday we're going to be out there with the show. So I can't believe they all run together. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back right after I find the commercial. That's what I'm looking for. And that's probably up here where it's supposed to be under P's, Tom. We'll be right back after this. We'll talk Milligan sports next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And the owner, how can you feed the team, feed the gang, feed folks for football season? What are options for Phil's?
The great thing, we're set up, Tom, for events large or small. When you want to take things and make things easy, we have our dream packs to go that give you your meat, give you your choice of 3 sides, your buns, your barbecue sauce. You just throw that on a plate, and you're ready to go. So you can just set pans out for your friends to grab whatever they want. You're having a big party at your house for watch the Vols whip up on Syracuse or whoever it is they're playing this week, whether we go in Tennessee, Alabama, whatever game it is, we've got you covered with those dream packs. And if you're going, you know what, I've got everybody bringing nachos and sides and all this little finger food, but I want something a little more substantial, you can get meat by the pound, and we can set that up for you where you just have the meat and everybody can bring a side and get you ready to go. So meat by the pound or dream packs to go, either one. Great way to feed a bunch of people on a budget.
349-60 or 423-349-6437 is the number to call. Website is
philsdreampit.com. Also be looking for our Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can follow where it's going to be set up at philsdreampit.com. We run that thing all over the Tri-Cities. We've got it in Elizabethton sometimes, Kingsport, Johnson City, over in Bristol occasionally. So wherever you are, follow the Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can get the barbecue on the go there without having to drive out to Eastern Star.
lots of options. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Give them a call. Let them take care of your next activity, next need, whatever it is, at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we're live here at Phil's Dream Pit. Here it is, the quest for perfect barbecue. Love it, love it, love it. You heard Michaela, if you saw it earlier in the show, food trucks out and about now. They can bring it to your place, your business, your event, your happening, whatever. You just have to go to the website at philsdreampit.com and check out the dates that the food truck is available. It stays full. I think they're booking like a month out now, so that's great. But you got an event coming up for Christmas or the first of the year, or even if you're booking for next year for whatever going on. Go to the website, check it out. The Phil's Dream Pit food truck can come to you. They serve, I think it's about 7 or 8 items off the menu on the truck or off the truck, so it's good. They do a great job. College football, Ohio State #1. You okay with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay with Oregon going up?
Yeah.
You
I
okay
mean,
with
that's
Miami being where they are?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there anybody you're not happy with as far as the polls?
No, I think it's all pretty chalk. Yeah, I think the game that I was most surprised with the ending was Oregon Penn State, just
Yep.
because of the way that it ended. I felt like Penn State there, I mean, run the ball. I feel like they should have run the ball because they had some success with it in the recent drives that they'd had, and they go past first play and it's read out by Oregon. So
James Franklin can't win the big one.
No, he
for
cannot.
Penn State.
Yeah.
So, and he's hearing about it this week in the press.
Mhm.
So you have this week a couple of good matchups. You got Miami at Florida State. Are the Canes for real? And the Seminoles, when they get a chance to redeem themselves after losing to Virginia in Charlottesville. So who wins that game?
Well, I think that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna pick Miami. I just think that their offense to me is a little bit more consistent. I was very surprised, I will say, about that Virginia Florida State game, the way that went down.
Me too.
I was not expecting that at all.
Nor was I. Nope.
And so we'll see. But I do think Miami has what it takes offensively, and I've actually been pretty impressed by how they've played on defense as well. Even though in the past we haven't necessarily thought about Miami as a defensive stronghold, but so far this year I felt pretty good about how they played.
Texas and Florida. Do the Gators have any chance of upsetting Texas?
Nope.
No. Moving on. Alabama, 10th ranked, hosting Vanderbilt, number 16, top 25 matchup.
Yeah, fun one. I like this one because Vanderbilt can score. I mean, their offense is crazy. I mean, they have some serious firepower offensively. Pavia is playing great football. But I do think when you're facing a team like Alabama, it's going to be a little tougher. And I'm not sure about Vanderbilt's defense against Alabama. I think that might be a problem. And with it being in Tuscaloosa, I think Alabama is the winner in that one.
Tennessee off this week. They'll have Arkansas next week. They fired their coach, Sam Pittman, replacing him with Bobby Petrino, who got fired before with his off-the-field situation with the young lady who was working in the athletic department. So they had to let him go, and so he's worked his way back with a couple of stops to get back to Arkansas as the offensive coordinator, now the interim head coach. So Arkansas's got a week. You played it. You've been around it. So you switch coaches in the middle of the stream. You have a week off to get ready. You got Tennessee coming in or going to Tennessee at Neyland on a week from Saturday. So can they turn things around, switching coaches? Will that salvage the season or not? No.
In a conference like the SEC,
no,
that's just not going to work.
No.
Especially with you already having lost, what is it, three losses that they have now?
I'm getting ready to look.
It's either 2 or 3, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. They've lost, I think, 3 in a row. But, yeah, I think for me, Arkansas probably needs a reset in the offseason fully. I would like for them to go and get a different coach that is completely new, no one that they've had in the past, try to restart the whole program, because I think right now they're stuck in the mud. And when you're in a conference like the SEC that's so tough, it's just impossible for you if you're just doing the same old thing to get to that level that you need to be competitive with the Georgias, the Alabamas, the LSUs, the Ole Misses of the world. So
they have beaten Alabama A&M. They beat Arkansas State. Arkansas lost to Ole Miss by 6. They lost to Memphis by 1. That was one kind of got in the crawl. Then they got blew out by Notre Dame.
Yep.
They're off this week. So is Tennessee. So they've got a week to get ready for the Vols. Then this is what Arkansas has left. They come to Tennessee. They go back home. They go back home to Texas A&M. They go back home to Auburn. They go back home. They stay at home for Mississippi State. Then they go to LSU. Wow. They go to Texas. They wrap things up at home against Missouri. Whew, man, oh man. Texas, LSU in a row.
Missouri's playing well too.
Auburn, Texas A&M, and Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Auburn in a row.
Woo!
So the Big Ten can crawl all they want to about how great their conference is. They don't deal with that every week. No way, Jose. You can look at the schedule. You got a couple of good teams in the Big Ten. I would call out Ohio State, Penn State, maybe Indiana. I'm not sold on them. I'm certainly not sold on Illinois. So, but beyond that, I mean, this is a schedule. Every week it's a grind in the SEC every week. So, anyway, Arkansas's switching coaches, or maybe more. I say on the show every Monday it's buyout Monday. It's like who are they mad at this week? They're mad at Pittman, Rich Rodriguez. They're mad at him up in West Virginia. They got Dabo. They're mad at him.
Yep.
It's a $60 million buyout for Dabo. He's not going anywhere. So
they can't afford that.
No, and he said, you can fire me. I'll get my payout, buyout, and I'm going to go coach somewhere else. So, they're after DeBoer after the first week. They're still after Billy Napier. Who else is – they were underperforming this week they were upset with? Somebody else they don't like Stoops in Lexington. He's in trouble. So, I love this fan base. Just fire him. Just go fire him. Okay. All right. So, I mean – what does that do to a program when you fire somebody in the middle of the season?
Not good. It derails things.
Sure.
Like the
sets them back.
Players have been under this coach for a long time. I mean, ever since back in the summer, he's been trying to install his culture, his offense, defense, and all that stuff. And if you take him out of the equation, it's just you're like resetting everything mid-season, which in college it doesn't work.
No.
In college specifically, there's no way.
No.
In the NFL, it can work sometimes, just because certain times the players are not fans of the coaches, and then there's a person in the locker room who comes to be the interim that they were fans of, and then they want to play well for that guy. It's different in the pros, though.
Yeah, different. I totally agree. Hello, Carol Goods. How you doing? So let's talk Milligan. That's why he's here. Milligan University Sports Cross Country, number 2 and number 4 in the country. Tell us about that.
Yeah, our women's squad at number 2 in the nation in the last poll. They were number 2 to start the season as well, so they stayed put. And then our men's cross country team at number 4 now in the most recent poll. So 2 top 5 ranked programs in the nation. Chris Lane continues to bring in great talent. And it's going to be interesting to see how things go for us this year. We have competed in 3 races now on both sides. We started our year I was trying to remember where that first one was. Oh, yeah, it was in Charlotte at Queen's University. And they finished both teams finished 4th at that one, running against a bunch of Division I schools. And they actually beat most of them. Obviously, they lost to 3 Division I's, and then they were ahead of, I think, 2 or 3 others. So Milligan Cross Country competes at every level. So and then Brevard, North Carolina hosted the next one, and we sent some of our developmental runners to that one just to give them an opportunity to kind of develop their skill and
get better.
And then this last weekend we hosted the Eli Kramer Invitational, which is a really cool event. It's a memorial race for Eli Kramer, a former runner in the Milligan cross-country track and field programs, who passed away, was killed by a driver at a meet out in Virginia. So it's a good memorial for him. He was a great person, somebody that everyone that he was around just loved him, and it's just a great thing that we get to do each year to memorialize him, and his family was there, so it was good to see them there as well. So
Milligan volleyball tonight right here, 6:20 airtime, 6:30 first serve. The Lady Rams from Bluefield University coming to town. Fun one on Saturday. We lost 3-2, but again, Grace Sanderson and Kira Ryan were our players of the game, played very well. So we'll redeem ourselves tonight, we hope, against Bluefield. And so volleyball, it's a young volleyball team.
It is. It is a young team. 2 straight 5-set games that they've played. They won against Bryan on Friday night, and then the loss against Tennessee Wesleyan on Saturday. So a team it's young, and it's starting to really compete a lot better. Early in the season, it was a struggle. just kind of getting everybody used to each other, meshing. But I think we've started to kind of find the group that's going to be on the floor and mesh as well together that can be competitive for us. So we'll see with Bluefield this evening.
And in defense of her, Coach Bays, she went out and played a really rugged non-conference schedule to start the season to make them better for the race. It's not where you are now; it's where you are in November. That's the whole key to get them ready. And it's a young team. We'll see them tonight, video and audio. We mentioned cross country. What's going on with golf right now?
Golf is actually playing in the tournament right now out in Greer, South Carolina. So the Upstate Fall Invitational hosted by North Greenville University. It's been a really good tournament so far for the men. They actually were tied for the lead this morning in round 2, the second of 2 rounds. And the men, that would be huge to get a win in that tournament. That's a pretty tough tournament. It's a group of Division II schools that are playing in that one. And North Greenville, historically very, very good at golf. So to be tied for the lead in that tournament is huge. And then our women are currently sitting in a tie for 8th place in that tournament out of 15 teams. So right in the middle of the pack.
That's awesome. Then you look at what else going on in the fall? Soccer?
Yeah, soccer. We just had, unfortunately, this last Saturday we had postponements of our games against Truett McConnell that we were supposed to play. Those have been since rescheduled. At least the women's one has been. The men are still trying to figure out a date that works well. But the women will now play that one on October 19th at noon. But coming up this week, we're actually away on Wednesday. Both teams are out at Johnson University in Knoxville. And then on Saturday, the men are off. Grinnell University comes to Anglin Field on Milligan's campus at 2 p.m.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Busy. I'm leaving off anybody. Soccer, we covered soccer. Are we in the pool yet? Are we swimming yet? Not yet.
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
Almost.
Basketball's not yet, so we pretty much cover them, right?
Yeah, cycling finished their track season. They had a few national champs, so that was huge. Their mountain bike national championships are about a week and a half from now, so looking forward to seeing how those go as well. But just continue to be very successful across the board in all sports at Milligan, and that's a really, really fun thing for me working there. So.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoy calling them too. Love it. So it's a lot of fun, and so the numbers keep going up, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what we want, and so they are. We're increasing our numbers as far as the coverage for Milligan sports, and that's what we want, and so that's the goal. That's why we're doing what we're doing, to get the word out, and because it's a great product. And you've been there, what? This is your 3rd year? Is that right?
Second
year.
Yep.
So, but still, going good and having fun. So, Milligan volleyball tonight against the Lady Rams from Bluefield University. Again, 6:20 airtime. First serve will be at 6:30, audio and video. And it'll be right here on the Tom Daly Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. So, let's get something to eat. Let's play this commercial, and let's break bread here. We'll do it. Again, go to MilliganBuffs.com. Anything you want to learn about this great university, athletically speaking, you go to MilliganBuffs.com. With that new and improved website, it's very easy to navigate. And so, even for us, hello, sir. How you doing? Looking good, sir. Love it. Aaron Grimes played football at Dobbins Minute. Police officer, Kingsport Police Department. Looking good. Man, you talking about something to rock your cage. He would lay the wood to you. Guess he still would need to be in uniform, but in football uniform, oh, baby, he'd rock it. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Daly Sports.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. And we start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So an even number, however many you want. $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open.
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media?
Social media on Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is. That's our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. That's going to do it from here. Big thanks to our guests today, Greg Salyer and Brendan Sweeney. We'll be back with volleyball tonight. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly do that because it's the Lord Jesus' world. It's his show, and it's his world. We're just passing through it. 1 Samuel 12:24 out of the Old Testament. Love it. But be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he has done for you. But be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things he's done for you. Good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Again, Phil's Dream Pit, quest for perfect barbecue. Love coming out here, getting ready to eat. Sit down, Mr. Sweeney, and wolf it down back at 6:20 tonight with Milligan University Volleyball. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Be sure and tune in tonight. It's a scrappy young bunch with a lot of local ladies that play and play hard. And so we'll take on the Lady Rams, and the standings. We're ahead of Bluefield right now in the AAC standings. So we feel like on paper, we don't do it on paper, we do it on the court, but on paper, feel like we can get them tonight. And that's the hope. We'll use that Raiders mantra that we don't get to use very often, just win, baby. So don't even get me started. We made us sit here and just cry in our food today about the Raiders. Like, most of you out there could care less about the Raiders, but look, win, lose, or time, or Raiders don't die. So Jante the other day had the first rushing and passing touchdown in the same game since Bo Jackson. That's how slim pickings our football program has been at the Raiders for the last couple of years. Hey, thanks for watching. Again, we'll do it again at 6:20 tonight for Milligan University Volleyball. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,370. On our way to 2,400. We're 30 away from 2,400 on this Tuesday, the final day of the month, September the 30th, 2025. See you back.